Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you guys the progress I made while I was gone. Just know that I have not forgotten about this game, it's just that school. That's all I have to say. School. I've done a lot of progress here and there on this game. A lot of this area has been untouched, but pretty much I've started to use these advanced launch pads and in preparation to where I want to put these materials to, well, you'll see later on in the video. Pretty much I just set up a lot of launch pads, just done some preparation, and to be honest, I fixed the titanium issue here. In the past it used to be like always running out of titanium, but then I found out that, oh, this was not, where was it? This was not hooked up properly. Pretty much, in the past it was like this, so yeah, that's because of my stupidity actually, it did not work. Thankfully now it's working and now it's actually overflowing a bit. I'm thick. Probably overflowing more than it's consuming now. uh, Hilarious. Anyways, this was also not as efficient in the past, so I put some spore pod makers with greenhouses and used those as fuel because it it works interchangeably with coal, so it will work fine. The problem is that now my coal is now backing up, which is gonna be an issue. All of this coal is being wasted, mostly because of these greenhouses. I feel like I should remove one of them. Just one, just one. One is enough. One is enough. One should be removed enough. There we go. And that should help with the clogging issues a bit, though if not, then I should pretty much just repurpose these holes to someplace else, someplace much more useful, but right now, no. And that's what pretty much it in this area. Now in extracting an outpost, I have revamped this area a lot. I have upgraded the core to a nucleus because I have no materials to make it to the other cores. Sadly, as much as I would love to get the Divinity Core, which is the only upgrade that I have available right now. However, I did get a lot of depositories that is able to pretty much allow it to hold a total of 27,000 items, which is really neat. Really neat. This is where I'm making my search, well, not directly making search, but still, I should remove this. This is not needed now. This was used earlier today. You guys have, I'll show you guys later. Pretty much, I just had to get a surplus of surge to be delivered to a different sector. Because I am already making surge, albeit at a slow pace. Being here. And here. So let me explain my madness here a bit. Here I'm making some of the green stuff that is a part of the green faction. I'm not gonna save the names because I forget all the time. This is where I'm making some of my power. As you can see, I'm using the steam turbines from the Fade Revelations mod, which is pretty much an updated version of the steam generator. However, it outputs steam, and if you let the steam build up, it explodes violently. I did not learn the hard way. I read, so if you spell any concerns, don't worry. Nothing bad happened yet. This was mostly used for my surplus amount of coal. It should increase this. Let me just do that so that I have an extra source of power whenever I need it. I feel like this should be enough. Um, here. I know it's not the same color, but like I mean, I'm only using that to increase the speed output, so that's fine. I'm gonna put that here and here. Hopefully that should work. And let's see if there's any problems. Then well, big oopsie, especially on camera, that would be embarrassing. Oops. Well, that's fine. Does not even work. So there you go. Yep, it's working perfectly. Let's just see. No steam is building up too much, so that's a good thing. Now we have even more power. Just nice. This is my dismantler. It's pretty much using the surge to pretty much, actually no, using slag to make all of these materials, including scrap. However, I feel like I should repurpose this. I'm gonna do this. Put that into sand only, and then let's see. Where is it? My inverted pulverizer, which turns the sand into scrap, and I'm gonna put that into here to increase my slag production a little bit, just a little bit, a tiny amount, and well, that should increase the slag by a bit, to the point where it's actually full now slag, which is a good thing. Who knew that that tiny amount of stuff actually just made this a whole lot better? This is also my main source of getting some materials to the base, being graphite, acrylite, and silicon, though albeit really slowly. And this is where I'm getting titanium. I also have a lot of coal here, going from this area, which was pretty much used for power. Pretty much, I used this to get to here to get a lot of these materials. However, due to the surplus amount, it's not actually clogging. All of the excess stuff is going here. Because using sorters, rather than just letting it go, using routers that could potentially even out the even out the output, making this potentially lose eventually run out. I'm using sorters so that this will always be full, so that that will always be working. This is just where the extra is going to, and it's going to here for extra power. Actually, no, not extra power, extra resources. I'm using this launch pad as eventually, whenever I go to different sectors, I'm gonna use this launch pad to launch there. Whenever I launch there, I can launch resources there. That will be really helpful because graphite is useful in many areas. Afterlight, really useful in the due to Exogenesis mod, and that's it. This is also my place of getting some power, and pretty much in the past I used to have a lot more steam generators, and it was not the best. So I used the steam turbines because they output a lot more power, and I'm pretty sure they don't use as much coal, if not the exact same amount of coal. Because I can see these guys are turning red sometimes, however these are not. So less coal, more water I think, more power output, however creates steam, which is dangerous. In this world at least. And I'm using the modded steel pumps to pretty much pump in the water towards all of this. Next up, sorry, not later. Here, I'm making my plastinium, which is useful for many reasons. Pretty much, these are plastinium forges. And the plastinium forges from the... I'm pretty sure this is not the one from Exogenesis, it's one from Faded Revelations, which is pretty much just a bigger plastinium forge. Because I'm pretty sure in the Exogenesis mod, you require it, although it produces way more plastinium, it requires lead, which at the time I did not want to hassle myself to make. So yeah, this is what I only wanted. Although it's lead here, I'm just lazy. I apologize for that. Anyways, all of the titanium from this node and this node goes to here, and it's still quite slow. Though it's for not producing enough plastinium that I'm okay with it. So yeah, this is my plastinium area, so that you can see. And I'll handle that later on. This one, however, it's requiring more slag. Um, Copy this, paste it here, and put that there. Should work. Thank you, Polly. You are really helpful. Really helpful. And that should... If that's not Xing out, then that's stable. It's stabilized. And the power now is probably nice power. So... There you go. It's now having an excess amount of slag, which is going to be good, but preferred at least. Anyways, before I go to that madness, here I'm starting to pretty much invest a lot more. This is my launchpad for Metaglass, though it's albeit really slowly. So I'm gonna input some extra um stuff here. Wait a minute. Overflow gate here, so that whenever it's overflowing, it will go to this area rather than that, and go to here. There you go. It's producing some that. I'm also gonna water cool it so that the um, cooldown is reduced. There you go. Now that should be helpful. The problem will be now. Hmm, that was a problem I did not notice. That should fix things. Hopefully. Let's see, content output. There we go. See, everything's working out now. I'm going to switch this up here because I feel like, oops, 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 making some mistakes there. Yep, I should remove these now because apparently it's no longer needed. The problem is now lead. Yikes. Actually, no. Another issue. This one's not plugged in. That will now be helpful. Anyways, this is where I'm getting some coal and putting them here to turn into graphite and putting it in to turn it into astrolite. The excess graphite is going to this launch pad to be launched into wherever I want to go to. And this is to put my extra astrolite into any area I want to. And all of this astrolite is going to here and to making a lot of silicon. Like a lot of silicon. And all of that silicon is getting transported into other sectors. Put into perspective how much silicon I'm making. Keep in mind this is not the only one. There's another over there. I'll show it later on a bit. So this and including that, the export of silicon here is 2.8K a minute, which is really good because whenever I join a sector, silicon, especially on long enemy bases, silicon is something that I need a lot of, like a lot of. Mining drones, they require silicon, albeit a little bit. However, building the main factory is really expensive and takes a long time. But those are really useful. They will also be useful for making polys, pretty much any units that will be able to help me throughout conquering Serpilio. Anyways, all of these are backing up, which is decent because the sorters are transporting them into here, alive. So whenever it does back up, it's not that much. I'm making a lot of excess stuff like this. So, yep, that's helpful. That's always going to be helpful. And here, I'm earlier. This was originally just titanium going into this launch pad. However, why not make it some plastinium? Why not put some plastinium? So I made this oil bore. Go, put the put the oil to this. Put the lead here, and the plastinium press is now making plastinium for the advanced launch pad. That's good. That's good. Here, I'm making the coal come to here to make a lot of graphite, and the excess graphite is going here into a launch pad. The graphite is going to here to make a lot of astrolite, and just like before, the astrolite is also going to here to get launched into a different sector, and my silicon is getting launched into different areas, into different launch pads, and launched into different sectors. Yep, that's a lot of silicon. So that's going to be really helpful. I'm thinking ahead of time before I'm having problems. I could still use some of this space. I could turn this scrap into more of these. However, I have a hard time trying to find a way to pretty much make another conveyor belt all the way to here without making it too much of a spaghetti mess. So right now, that's okay for me. Feel like I'm satisfied with the sector. Although there is still some untapped resources, it's only really lead. All of the coal is being used, all of the titanium is being used. I have my drones are already getting the copper and lead, and whatever uses lead, I'm already have ways of making lead. So yeah, that is my progress here. And then let's go to ground zero. I have I used some of my materials and pretty much refurbished ground zero a bit. As you can see, a lot of my old stuff was removed here, and using launch pads in the past, like as in like a few hours ago, I pretty much made a lot of miners. Actually, to the point where I don't need this anymore. Oops. There you go. And pretty much using the surge that I pretty much just got to here, MED, these dismantlers which outputs lead, copper, graphite, titaniums, thorium, and surge. This area will now serve as an area where that can, in the background, create some extra of these materials, which is going to be really helpful. I could actually increase some of my productions. I am making a lot of power. However, I tapped all of the sources here, so yep. Anyways, I should make some more stuff, like some meta glass. I'm gonna use these pumps because they don't require power, and pretty sure one of them is able to power one of these. But you know what? Why not? Just why not have extras? There's no problem, really. I'm making a lot of material, so that should be fine. The main purpose of this is to make a lot more plastinium, which I'm gonna need a lot of in creating all of these water-related stuff. So liquid router there. Oops, liquid router there. Surge conveyor belts here. And the reason why I'm always gonna be using surge conveyor belts as long as the area has a good amount of makings, I can use surge conveyor belts in replacement of titanium ones because these are way faster. I love these things. See, these are cool. This is like the equivalent of using normal conveyor belts over titanium ones because these are now the upgrades of the titanium. This, by the way, is from Beta Revelation, so thank, thanks for that mod. Actually, no, not go here. Actually, maybe. I'm thinking of making it to this router. Put it here. Put it here. I know this is not the most efficient use of space, but I mean, what else am I gonna use the space for? At least make it look nice, rather than just a complicated mess that, although works, I do not. It's not too easy to understand. So, furnaces. Oops. Don't mind snow. No, I don't know. I don't need that anymore. Anyways, let me just put some sand here. I know this is an excess amount, but like I mean, why not? I have no need for them too much anymore. Plastinium conveyor belts this time because compaction. And technically, I can make another one over here, but that depends on how much the lead is getting consumed. Over here. There you go, hopefully that works. Now depending on how fast this lead is getting consumed, yep, I knew it. As I'm gonna be using here to get this lead. I really should start collecting some more sectors because I would love to get the final drill in the vanilla game. I'm not sure what the end game drills are in modded. That would be really exciting to find out. Actually, I'm getting stoked already. However, I really shouldn't get my hopes too up because I don't know if that there are. So please do not spoil in the comment section down below. As much as I love your feedback, I do not want spoilers for this mod. I want to enjoy this while I still can. Although I do know some stuff about this mod, like T4, T6, I'm pretty sure they're probably not working, unless I'm wrong. I'm still excited. I'm not actually sure if they work. If they do work, then I would be really ecstatic. Seeing modded T tier tier 7 units walking around demolishing the enemy bases. The problem will be that will make things a whole lot easier, meaning not much of a challenge. Oops, that's not working. Interesting. Maybe, just maybe. Huh. Let me just. Oops. Put that there. I just put this here. Oops. Put that there. Remove that. And that should fix things for now. I'll let this unclog first because That's wasted materials in an area that does not really create that much. Hmm. I'm pretty sure I can actually upgrade this to a nucleus. Yep. You know what? Goodbye materials. Goodbye free materials. You will be missed. Nice. For nucleus. There you go. I'm pretty sure I can also make the depository. Yes, 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 yes. Ho, 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 ho. So much space. Oops. There you go. There you go. There's gonna be a lot of space. Oh. Ah, there we go. You now have a lot more space when it comes to building stuff. It's gonna be real neat. Really, really neat. And what are we building? Don't. Wasted material, sadly. And yeah, that's pretty much this sector done. We can come back eventually once I get overdrive projectors. Because I'm pretty sure that's still in the base game. I hope they did not remove it in this mod, though I highly doubt it. I'm actually not sure whether or not they do that kind of stuff in the modding community, so yeah. Anyways, this should work. The shan should not go to the conveyor belt, and now, oops, more plastic, more metaglass, and now we have a lot of surplus materials here. The only things I can improve upon is snow, because why not? Get a little bit of snow there, because why not? Why not? Imagine once we end this series, I wonder if this is getting max. Most likely because of the amount of offline grinding I do, but still. And that's that. That's the amount of stuff I did on offline. I'm pretty sure I did some stuff in other areas sectors too, like Frozen Forest, where actually I did not do much in Frozen Forest. So yep, that's all I've done. See you guys next time, and keep safe and have fun. Goodbye.